Mads Pedersen had a very comfortable lead on GC going into the final sprint stage into La Provence, but anything can happen. Crashes, crosswinds, although the weather was pretty mild once again from Rognac to Arles. We have a 13-second lead of Pedersen, but yeah, Amaury, she's not going to beat him in any bonus sprints. There's also barely any climbs today. It's the flattest of the various stages, except for the speed bump in the final 200 meters of the sprint, which we'll get to in a second. So looking pretty good for Little Trek, although the breakaway, which they didn't necessarily need to catch, had Garcia Pierna in it, who's about 30 seconds on GC, and a lot of trucks too. Really strong rouleurs made that breakaway. So Decathlon put a man to pace because Sam Bennett looks in good shape, and he won the first sprint. The Rockets put a couple of men to pace because they got Kubish, and yeah, Daniel Arns on Van Rysel. Really, really strong rouleur. You got Desal in there, who's come second in Denain. He looks like a really strong rouleur. You see our Airbnb hotels waving away the motor because, yeah, they want Garcia Pierna protected in that breakaway, who's the closest on GC in that breakaway. And also Samuel Leroux, who was the man who nearly won the other stage, who got caught in the last minute for Total Energy after he went on a flyer at the intermediate sprint. So actually, such a strong breakaway. They were dropping guys. The Nice Metropole guy, Garcia Pierna, with 10Ks to go, just gets straight dropped in the headwind or on an uphill drag because these guys are trucking. So credits to Girard, actually, the guy in the polka dot jersey, because the other three guys are mega strong rouleurs who probably deserve, well, definitely Arns and Leroux. They're World Tour level guys. And so 5Ks to go. It was 20 seconds at 10Ks to go, and they're running out of gas. You see the EF they've put a man. Little Trek have kind of just got the clerk. And when you see the Saint-Michel-Aubert 93 man come up and no one's able to close his wheel quickly, you're like, damn, they're running out of riders. Okay, yeah, Decathlon should bring Godon or somebody also to bring this back, but the breakaway really stuck together well, and we got road furniture coming too, which is the advantage breakaway when the peloton gets put in a line. But the Bahrain Victorious train comes on the right-hand side. Then Israel, they kept... I mean, you don't need to train this long, because if you have a train this long, actually the sprinter, if they're at the end of it, they just get chopped out of it. So you may as well just have a train of 5 riders. They come late, and they are in good position through this road furniture and these roundabouts, which were with 2.4k to go. And then there's another roundabout with the right-hand side. So again, they timed it perfectly, the peloton, I guess. It was a close run thing. I mean, there were still gaps in the Israel train. I mean, maybe they should have let their guys go. Let them go, but then maybe they wouldn't have caught the breakaway. I don't know. Slight uphill drag, and the break is done for. It gets into the last K when it's caught, just like with Leroux the other day. But credits to him for trying. He's going to win, and he's going to win a race this year, Leroux. He's going to win, whether it's Pauling Normand or something, but or a Tour de Limousin stage or a break. He's going to win a race. Bahrain, come. Moric in front of Wright in that light blue jersey. They're leading out Govacar, the Slovenian, good sprinter on their team. But then Israel, Bahrain don't change quick enough. They don't change quick enough. And then Israel come over the top of them, and they're sprinting for Pascal Ackermann, former German national champion. Pedersen never really gets brought into the sprint. He's way too deep. Kubish is freelancing, trying to come back on the left-hand side on his lead-out man's train. He slides through. So the Rockets have done a good job. They've raced really, really well this week, actually, as their first year as a French team. Ackermann launches, and not just in one way. He's launching onto a speed bump. Now you see, look at the angle of Bennett's front wheel. Bennett's actually already in front of Ackermann. Bennett, super impressive. Look at Ackermann. He goes up, and then he's coming down, and he's airborne right now. He's airborne because he's coming down off a speed bump, and then his weight shifts too far forward because he doesn't realize how much of a speed bump it is, and he goes over the handlebars, causes a massive crash. So Bennett, you'll see in the overhead, super impressive sprint. Vandenberg was in his wheel, couldn't come out of his wheel. But yeah, I don't know why there's a speed bump at 100 to go in a flat sprint when there was nothing else on all day. And Ackermann, he's trying to get aero, he's trying to lean over the bike, and when you get airborne like that and the front wheel bucks, it caused a massive crash. So not ideal, but yeah, when you look at Bennett was coming with speed. He was already ahead on the right-hand side. He just straight jumped everybody, even without too much of a lead out, and beats Vandenberg fair and square. Nilsson Julia third. It's pretty impressive because I don't know who that is, so good result from him. Presume he's young. Then Kubish, Penaway, Kopecky, Talion, Borgo, Pedersen and Anielkowski. Here's what Bennett had to say after the stage.
Sam Bennett, water the week away. Can you describe your day?
I thought it was going to be a lot easier. Yeah, the group that was away was quite a strong one, and they were trying to move up in GC, so we had to go quite hard from getting the peloton. And you know, I think Oscar did a great job helping to control the race, and yeah, it just made the race a bit more hard on the legs after the last 2 days. But the guys did a fantastic job in the final, helping me position, and we got a little bit caught out at, I think, 3k to go. We were super far back, but they managed to get me back, and I tried to come from the back with speed, and it worked. I thought it was too early, but could hold them off.
You look tired, very tired.
Yeah, the last kilometre was a big effort. Last 2-3 kilometres actually, and yeah, I'm still trying to catch my breath.
Congratulations, thank you, Sam.
But that ends Tour de Provence. The crosswind set up the second stage when Pedersen launched it, and then we had another sprint today. Sam Bennett looks in really good shape, so keen to see how he goes at the Giro. I hope you enjoy the videos, and I'll see you with UAE Tour tomorrow. Ciao.